We're going to continue with the solving by factoring. The last week we looked at how we can factor these. Now we're going to look at solving. So when we go to solve, we want to first find one of the zeros. So if we take our first chunk from our factored form, and x plus 2, and if we set it equal to 0, and solve, so we subtract 2 to both sides, x equals -2. Now what we're not going to do yet, but this part right here, since this is our cube, we should have 3 answers. Here we have 1. Here we use the quadratic formula, but we're not going to get into that yet. So knowing this, we're going to have 2 imaginary roots. So our answers are x equals -2, and then we have 2 other imaginary ones. We're just not going to get into the quadratic formula yet. So if we look at the next one, we factored it. So we take our first group, 3x minus 1, set it equal to 0. So if we add 1 to both sides, 3x equals 1. Divide both sides by 3. So x equals 1/3. And like I said before, we're not doing the quadratic formula yet, so we are going to be just left with 2 imaginary answers. So for right now, this is how we're going to write our answers. And the last one, 2x plus 5 equals 0. So we're going to say subtract 5 to both sides. 2x equals a -5. Divide both sides by 2. X equals a -5/2. We're not going to do the quadratic formula yet, so right now we just know that it's going to be 2 imaginary numbers.